Hi there, I'm CJ Miller. I'm in my apartment in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana, and I'm here. Always want to invite people to come check us out. We have lots of fun things to do here. Um, and I'll talk about that as I get into the painting, I'm pretty sure. I just want to start showing what I'm talking about. I did this paintings in progress, started with 25 for the year 25. And then, of course, the shorter videos are paintings in progress interludes, uh, you know, for when I have like little moments of just short work. Uh, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about what brought me here to this point, this particular method of what I'm doing. Okay, so I did the paintings in progress, the bigger picture, the big video, but I didn't quite like what I was seeing. I wasn't feeling it. And that's my way of saying that it wasn't quite right. I wasn't feeling it. So what I want to do is I want to create, um, not an ocean, but kind of a flow, like a river. I would say that has like a flowing going to the left. I was about to say east. This side where I'm sitting, that is the east. Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, which is already sick and pale with grief. I'm sorry, I um, like Shakespeare. So anyway, yeah, uh, what I decided to do was go ahead and I did the video, got around to doing like the larger introduction of what I was working on, and I realized I had so many lines that looked like waves, just you know vertical waves. So it was almost looking oceanic, uh, like you were out at sea or something. And what I want to do is I want to create here a river, and I may come in and bring in a little bank in the foreground, just to kind of narrow that and give a little perspective, so I could show a body of water between uh, two banks of the river. I may or I may not. We'll see. I don't know. So what I love about my method of working is very exploratory, and yay to be discovered. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm trying to create by creating more squiggly, yes, but more horizontal lines, which will kind of stretch this motion out instead of have it be all this way. Uh, and yeah, there's some serpentine kind of shapes, and that's fun. And as it's a little bit more dense, uh, where there's more reflective light, uh, you know. But well, this is where we are, and I'm going to play around a little bit more with this, but I just kind of wanted to get to talking about where I am with this and why I am where I am with it. Let me get a pause here. As of yet, I'm low on supplies. That's one of the reasons why I'm using the same brush, but also because there's still blue on this brush, and if for some reason uh, that blue gets softened and comes through, it's okay because I'm working with the same blue tones that I was working with the other day with the same brush. So I don't mind using a kind of a brush that's got some caked on old paint with it. So, but every once in a while I get to a place where it's like, I want to stop and I want to let it rest for a little bit. I do, when I'm making videos, talk much about them, the paintings that I'm doing, if I'm doing the video of the painting like I am. And then I do work in smaller increments of time. So it would seem. anybody can tell you one of the most difficult things about creating art is looking. Sometimes you have to sit and look at what you're doing for a very long period of time. Uh, Sometimes multiple periods of time, and it may take, well, you're going to have to wait until you get the inspiration till you look at it and you say, oh, well, this is what I need to do then. This is what would make this look a little better. This little touch here, this little touch there. And I can look and I can say, well, the work I'm doing right now looks better than the work that I was doing the other night when I basically had some things on the canvas that I started with that I wasn't fond of. So I took a wet paper towel, I blended. I thought there was a need for blending for some even tonality. Um, and then I needed to, what do I want to do to change the direction? And so now I've got essences, I should say, of individual currents moving upon the surface. Uh, and then I've even got some areas that I could play with some more. I'm thinking here, maybe because this is a little choppy or whatever, I can cheat there. Maybe that's a good place to stick like a couple of branches of a tree sticking out or something to let you know that we're on one side of a shore, looking across to the other. This is going to be really fun to play around with and let the mind wander. I find it meditative, especially working with doing a picture of something that may occur in nature, at least in the way that my mind imagines it. I find it wonderful. Uh, I'm loving that word wonderful today, aren't I? It's very relaxing. It's very calming. I got to go to the gym and do a great workout, and I got a couple of massages in. We have um, a water bed massager, and then of course there's that chair that does like the deep tissue massage. I'm talking about, at the Planet Fitness that I go to. Of course, I did some working out too, but in between, I start out with the waterbed massage, then I do the workout, and I go with a couple of friends, and uh, yeah, we just kind of encourage each other. We don't. At first, we shadowed each other and worked in, just till we got our comfortability up with being, with the space, and now that we know the machines, what we like, our goals, we kind of separate and do our own individual routines, what suits us, and I think that's wonderful. Uh, but I start mine with a waterbed massage, then I do uh, the workout, and then I finish it with a uh, deep tissue massage, and then of course got a tremendous earful of conversation from the guy who was also in the other massage chair, just having conversations. And of course, I'm like, if someone talks to me, I'll talk back. But also, I really was just wanting to lay back, close my eyes, turn off the light, and just have a good deep massage in a dimly lit room. But yep, in this case, yep. And I don't want to be rude. The guy works there at the gym, so I was like, that's cool, whatever. A little conversation never hurt anybody. And then, yeah. I want to let this cool. Sometimes I get to a place, it's like writing. Sometimes when you're writing something, you write a few pages, then you want to set them over and you want to let them cool, the idea cool, and then you'll come back. and always think about what you want to say and how you want to say it. Well, it's like that with painting for me too. And I'm very, um, uh, I don't know, I'm very systematic in my writing. You know, when I write something, I write from the point of view of the character. Even when the character is not in dialogue, I may write descriptively from the way that the character may understand his environment, you know. Uh, and painting is like that too. I put a lot of thought into everything that I put on the canvas, and it's very relaxing. Okay, I want to say love and light at this point. God bless. I got paint on my fingers. Good night.